good evening, wherever you are joining us from. I'm Charleene. It's so good to be with you. What a day. What a day. It's a day. You know, we are not affirmed, granted. We can't always assume that we're going to have each day. So every day that we are here is a beautiful and blessed day. And, you know, coming through the storm, coming through Hurricane Ian, it really brings home the idea of it's important to find those everyday miracles. So even just being here with you, with the electricity, with the power, we have plenty of neighbors who still don't have electricity. So it's all the little blessings that add up, that help us stay really focused and present and keeps life more real and meaningful. So I'm so happy to be with you here today. It's good to see you. Tell me where you're joining us from. Oh, look at all those wonderful, happy, jumping, bouncing faces in the feed. It's nice to see you all. I see some new faces. I see some familiar faces. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Good evening. I hope you've had a good day if you are already at that point. It is a good day indeed. Good morning, Jane with a Y. Oh, it's so nice to see you. Thank you. Yes. We are all well. Jeremy and I are happy and thriving. Today's a great day. It's in the music industry, we always get to celebrate, and film as well. We always celebrate release day. So the first thing we said to each other this morning was happy release day. So it's a good day. Amen to that, Jane, right? Victor, yeah, the bowls to sing. Absolutely. That's a great thing to be thankful for. Sometimes they really like to sing. Sometimes they're a little more shy. They are like, no, you need a little less vibration today. But today they're like, no, let's get the party going. So good to see you. Give a kiss to Olivia for me. Sweet little baby kitty. Hi, Dorothy. Good morning, my friend from Scotland. So glad you're surviving the storms. Yeah, rather wet and windy in Scotland. But not on the same scale as you. Oh, well, you know, it's funny. Interestingly enough, I'd rather take an occasional hurricane, and this was truly a storm of a century, than the cold weather. I'm just not cut out for that. I do enjoy visiting it. And actually this morning, the first time, all of my other Floridian friends might have experienced this too, but we had chill in the air. Walked outside, I'm like, it feels like fall. It was fantastic. So that's always a good thing. See, the storm always brings good things on the other side. Very thankful for it. Morning, Victor, Dallas, yay. Olivia the cat is beside me, yay, in the bed waiting. Waiting for the ball. Oh, smart girl. Two of our babies love balls too. They chase them up and down the hall. We say that they're playing soccer. Hi, Alexa Klee. Good morning, my friend. Nice to see you. I love your little emojis and your fairies. Yes, make it happen. Oh, hi, City. Good morning. Rich rising to you as well. That is such a beautiful greeting. Every time I see that, it just lifts my heart. Thank you for that wonderful light that you're sharing. It's nice to see you, City. Claire, hi from Colorado. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're glad we're okay too. But we're always okay, right? Some just degrees of okayness. So, but thank you for your kind words, Claire. Dorothy, you're not cut out for the cold weather either. You can come to Florida anytime you want. Especially if you make cakes. Just kidding. Cakes are not a prerequisite. Good morning, love. Nice to see you. City, your friend in Florida texted you. I know you're in Philadelphia. First thing this morning to tell me it was 69 degrees. Yes. I needed a jacket. I'm a wimp. That's all right. Good morning, Trevor from Nashville. How are you? Glad to see you as well. Thank you for your kind words. We are well here. Hi, Lori, our friend from Wisconsin. Nice to see you. It has been a while. I hope you've been well. You've been on my mind. The bulls are singing beautifully today. And, you know, there's a lot going on in the air. But I thought today, because of, and tying in with, if you haven't heard, we're releasing an album. It's called Aligned, a planetary mantra and gong shower. There's actually, we're putting up one of the tracks today. I'm waiting for final approval from Insight Timer, and you'll be able to hear it anytime you want on Insight Timer. You can meditate with it, and we'll begin to roll out other tracks onto Insight Timer as well. But we thought the first one we should start with is the sun. So stay tuned, because the sun will be shining on you as soon as Insight Timer says yes. Countdown. Launch time. So today we thought, with the release of the album, let's really tap into this aligned place and really start getting aligned in a good way. The whole reason that this album was created was because I was looking for alternative ways to bring good vibrations, healing vibrations, into our physical bodies. And when we know, scientifically, we know that vibration has the power to change us on a cellular level. It changes our biological mechanisms in a powerful way. When we're exposed to the right sound for an extended duration, and being able to pick up the actual frequencies that are carried in those sounds. So there is a specificity to the healing virtues of vibration, just because I think it's less because of what vibration can do and more of what we can receive in our physical bodies. And every body is a little different. So, the album was really birthed from that place of looking for alternative healing for myself and healing for some family. And kind of turned into something that I totally didn't expect in a beautiful and powerful way. The album combines ambient compositions that are tuned to the specific frequencies of each planet. Those frequencies are mathematically calculated. That calculation was originally Hans Cousteau, a German physicist and kind of a maverick mathematician. He's the one who came up with this formula. And basically, there's an indirect correlation between the frequency, the oscillation of a planet, and its frequency. So, based on these calculations, just like these bowls are tuned to 432 Hertz, that's the A. This note connects to Schumann's resonance, 7.83 Hertz. Extrapolated up into this octave where we can hear it, because you can't hear 7.83 Hertz, you can only feel it. Nice. Each planet has the same potential. Everything vibrates. You vibrate. You have your own unique resonance that you tend to stay in. There can be fluctuations throughout life, but you have your general resonance. Each of your cells has their own general resonance. The cell of your heart has a different resonance than the cell of part of your vertebrae. It's one of the things that helps differentiate the biological mechanism functioning. It's fascinating. So we thought, you know what, let's get aligned by our signs today. Are you cool with that? Oh, look at all I wasn't even paying attention. Terrible, I'm sorry. Let me see the chat, Jeremy. I see Jaybird had said something. Good morning, Jaybird. Jaybird, good morning, my friend. Thank you so much for your kind thoughts through this storm. You're in Charleston. Now feeling it, but not as badly. Yeah, I'm grateful for you to be here as well. Continued blessings and safety. May they always surround you, my friend. I love all the conversations. Victor, it's 60 in Dallas. Little jelly. Little jelly. Yeah, somewhere in the middle. Good morning, Tea Lady Nut. Good morning, everyone. Happy day to you as well, too. Happy day, yes. And you're 56 degrees in Maryland. And probably crisp, beautiful leaves are beginning to shift and change. So that's wonderful. Yeah, so aligning is something that we get to do on a variety of levels. When I was making this album, I really began to dive into the understanding that we align mentally, we align physically, we align energetically. And all of those bodies are connected. It's interesting how we let this manipulate, control, and greatly sway this. When the reality is that the power is right here. You are the creator of your body. It's a very empowering, scaring, limiting, and freeing concept all at the same time, right? Like, how could I be the creator of my body? I wouldn't bring these bad things to me. When we view things as good and bad, it's a lot more difficult to wrap our brain around the fact that we are creators of our universe. When we understand that as a creator, whether you perceive it's made in the image or the master of your destiny and everything in between, there's a permission to step into the trueness of your authentic, aligned, whole self. So every track on this album, just last side note, is designed to serve as a mini meditation to help you, the listener, selfishly, initially, to help me align with the specific frequencies of the different planets. And each planet, just like the planet here, our planet, really affects the physical body, the other planets begin to affect our other bodies, our energetic bodies. They begin to inform aspects through what we here on Earth might call archetypes. So we know that, for instance, the archetype of Venus is that of love, beauty, sensuality, luxury, abundance, affluence, the ability to connect. Well, those words sound a lot like our second chakra, right? So we're all connected in real and powerful ways. So today I thought, you know what? Let's just take some time using our beautiful bowls to align our physical structures with the archetypal frequencies that are in the sky above us. You know those things that all we have to do is go outside and look up to experience? We don't even have to do that. We can just close our eyes and be transported to another world. So let's do that today. Let's get transported. Let's get aligned. Sound good? If this is your first time here, welcome. Every session is unique. Today is definitely different and unique. We're taking a very different approach to how we normally roll. In front of you are 13 chromatically tuned crystal singing bowls made of 99.999% quartz, which means they're highly conductive of electricity. And you are electric. So am I. The chair you're sitting on, the air around you, there's electricity that pervades all of life. You carry voltage. When we're well, our voltage is in balance, flowing properly. When we're exposed to too much additional voltage, the body begins to feel stress. It moves out of alignment. It goes into a place of dis-ease. So aligning our voltage, our electricity, our electrical system is very important. For all of you who love acupuncture, that's one of the reasons why. It's all about alignment. So the bowls will reflect back the vibrations that you are bringing today. They'll also reflect the intention that we've set. And it's my job to listen and observe which bowls are asking for a little vibration. You see, they bring vibrations forth that allow us to rebalance, release, and then to be able to receive new versions of vibrations that we need in this moment. So today we're going to take a little bit of a space journey. So in front of you, you will see a list of all of the 12 signs of the Zodiac. I know we've got a lot of Geminis in the house. I know Victor's a Gemini. Who else told me they were a Gemini? There are a bunch of Geminis. I'm a Capricorn. Jeremy's a Capricorn. Now, today, let's focus on what's called our sun sign. Generally, it's a sign that you know, oh, I'm a Taurus. If you have no idea what your sign is, don't worry about it. Pick one. It'll be fine. Trust me, I'll show you why. But let's begin to resonate who we are in a more authentic and real way. So for instance, we'll see on that top line all of the 12 zodiac signs. And in the line directly below that, their associated ruling planet. So for instance, Cancer, you are ruled by the moon. If you look at the bottom, you see that the moon is the planet of emotions. Isn't that cool? So Libra, you're ruled by Venus. And so is Taurus. So Taurus and Libra, look below, Venus is the planet connected with love and money. Leos, you love to take center stage, don't you? Yes, you do, and you should shine your light because you're ruled by the sun. So find where you are. Claire, you're an Aries. Love it. Hi, Victoria, you're a Taurus. My mom's a Taurus. Oh, Chloe. It's good to see you. Chloe, what's your sign? I love it. That's such a beautiful name, Chloe. So pretty. I'm glad you're here, Chloe. Dorothy's got her headphones on. Yeah. Claire, you're an Aries. I love it. Jess, Sagittarius. Ooh, the wanderer of the Zodiac. Aries, our natural born leaders. Our first sign of the Zodiac. Love, you're a Cap too. So cool. What's your birthday? Rona, you're a Virgo. Oh, you love the details. You love finding that balance. But you're the balance. You love finding the details, but you're also very much a servant. You have a servant's heart. A lot of times people will forget that about the Virgos. Virgos are all about connecting to something much greater, serving that. That's why they see the details, because you know details matter. I love it. Dorothy, you're a Taurus too. Love it. All about the earthy, grounded, sensual pleasure of life. You like things that are beautiful. You want to be surrounded by beauty. I love that. Some of our Taurian friends, they want to see beauty through luxury. Some want to see beauty through art. Some want to see beauty just through nature. All are right. Amazing. Jane, of course you're a Cancer. I love that. I love that. The moon, those feelings, these emotions, this very watery element. Yeah, ooh, this is a sound of Cancer apparently. Like the waves as they gently overlap and then let go. They move together and then let go. Thank you for showing me that. That's really cool, Jane. For all those Cancers out there. Jaybird, you're a Cap as well. When's your birthday? Oh, love, I'm glad you like the overlay. Yeah, Jeremy's amazing. We're so blessed to have him. Victoria, your Taurus Sun, Cap rising. In Western astrology, I'm a Cap Sun, Taurus rising. That's so cool. Alexa, you're a Libra. Okay, I'm going to stop doing that. That probably annoys you. You want the balance. Libras. Oh, Libras are an interesting group as well because you're the very center of the Zodiac. So you have come out of the first 6 signs that really connect with the self. 6. That connect with the self. And then the rest of the signs begin to move more into an esoteric sort of space. So you find that balance between the inner and the outer world. You really help create structure, balance in that sense then in the Zodiac. That's so beautiful. City Taurus. Sue, you're also a Libra. Beautiful. Ginger, another Virgo. Love it. Sarah, oh cool, a Gemini. Yes, you are a quick thinker. Here's the thing too, is that sun signs are only the tip of the iceberg. You are so much more than just an aspect of your sun sign, right? How everything else aligned in your chart really actually begins to define your personality. And what you show the world versus how you're feeling can be often very, very different. Sometimes they're very similar. Like for me, I'm a Capricorn, but I have a Taurus rising. What I show the world, Capricorn, Taurus rising, how I move in the world, Taurus moon, how I feel inside. These are all earth signs, so there's a lot of similarity. But if you got to take these three plus a lot of other things into account. So very fascinating. So you are a Gemini, so you are all about communication. You really connect to Mercury, our fastest moving planet. You know, Mercury's year is only 88 days. Getting it done. Communication and connection. I love that. What else do we have? Oh, I love that you guys are telling us all these. These are wonderful. Deborah, you're Aquarius. Ooh, you're humanitarian. You're all about transformation of the world, of social structures, of taking things into a better place. The age of Aquarius, actually. There we go. That sounds more like you. I love it. Aquarius connects to Uranus, right? Did I just make that up? No, yeah. My brain stopped for a moment. Forgive me. Let me come back down to Earth. Uranus. We think of Uranus as a planet of rebellion, but really it's a planet of change, transformation, shifts. And being bold enough to step up to make those transformations. It's what our Aquarian friends love to help us do. And sometimes they do it in powerful, real, very overt ways. Other times it's a little more subtle. Change has to happen. Agents for change have to exist at all levels in order for change to successfully come. The bull's like that. Esther, you're Scorpio. Oh, I love Scorps. Caps and Scorps get along really well. Where are you? Whoa, you're elusive. You're elusive today. Where are you? Scorpio. Interesting. So Scorpio connects. Scorpio, you're kind of like the sleuth of the Zodiac, right? You get to the details. You want to get all the way down. There's no shade of gray. You want to understand the black, the white. You want to see into these darker spaces. There we go. There it is. And you connect with Pluto. In Greek astrology, we know Pluto is the god of the underworld. But he's more than that. You see, we have to die and able to be reborn. And how do you die? You go into the underworld. You go into the shadow places to bring up the shadows that you're ready to bring into the light. So just like the phoenix, you can start anew. There's a really strong, beautiful power connected. It's a very subtle power connected to Pluto. Pluto is actually a dwarf planet, and it's so far out there that it was a planet. Now it's just a dwarf planet. But it has a very powerful effect. It's small and mighty. It brings a lot of interesting information for us if we have the wherefore all to dive into it. I really like Pluto. In Vedic astrology, they connect Pluto more with Lord Shiva, the destroyer. There's not one in here. And Shiva's all about disillusion before rebirth. There we go. Wow. real quick. Kind of deep diving through space. I wasn't planning to do this, but I'm really digging it. Victoria, you're a big nature lover. Yeah, it's a good way to be on that one. It makes sense for your sign. Deborah, Aquarius with Taurus rising, moon and Pisces. Ooh, what a beautiful combination. Aquarius, bringer of change, affector of humanity, champion for all. Taurus rising with that sensuous, earthy, loving all things beautiful. Affluence. Remember too, affluence is not just about money. It's about connectivity in that sense of like people come to you. There's charm. There's a magnetism. It's an interesting combination. Yeah. And the moon. Oh, and dreamy Pisces. Oh, no wonder you're so beautiful, Deborah. Love, your birthday's January 11th. I'm January 15th. Jeremy's January 6th. Pat, you're a Gemini. Love that. That mercurial, constant movement, quick. You really connect to intelligent, pithy conversation and communication. Good stuff. Connecting to your planet of Mercury. Good morning, Patsy from Chicago. You're a Pisces. My daddy's a Pisces. Very dreamy, watery. As the 12th sign of the Zodiac, you're in an interesting position because you bring a lot of the characteristics of all the other 11 signs in with you, but you don't really let people know about that. You're really focused on diving into your own depths and finding your sense of integrity of what's true and resonates with you, swimming in those waters, but then of serving others. You heal when you show up for people. You're probably a very naturally powerful healer, whether you recognize it or not. That's really great. Your presence makes other people feel good. You have to be careful though, Pisces. Like everybody, we all have things that we can get lost in. Sometimes of getting lost in those waters, those watery emotions. But when you swim strong, see what I mean? Powerful. I love it. Shiny, you're in Aries. Let me get to Aries. So Aries, you're number one in the Zodiac. Leader, natural born leader. You love to get things started. Sometimes following through isn't always the easiest thing because you start things. You get things inspired. People follow you. You have a fire in your belly. That's why Mars has a very strong connection for you. Mars, a planet of passion. The interesting thing about Mars, sometimes we associate Mars only with war, but you have to realize Mars is war and healing. So whenever we connect to this place of passion, it's an engagement with life. Sometimes we have to have both war to dissolve and healing to re-engage. So Mars is a very powerful little guy. Red planet. One of my favorites, actually. It's because I'm a redhead. Violet, you're a Gemini. Love it. Patricia, Capricorn. I haven't talked much about Caps. It's weird to talk about ourselves, which is probably very Capricornian. Caps, we're the sea goats. We like to climb. We're very pragmatic. We're the realists. Jeremy laughs. He's like, you always you always show me where there's going to be problems. I'm like, Capricorn. Not just problems, but we want to understand the potential pitfalls. You have to know what's lying ahead so that you can have sure footing in your rocky ascent. That's what Caps are all about. A lot of times we're known as being very steadfast, with an element of patience. But we still keep going. You just keep chugging. Side note, most Caps peak late in life. So, you just keep going. I love that. Auntie, you're a Capricorn too. Cool. Linda's a Leo. I bow to you. Leo, the sun. So, Leo, you have a magnetism that attracts others, that keeps others motivated there and inspired. A balanced Leo actually has a very strong ability to lead from a servant's heart with that charisma and magnetism. You shine, which makes sense. The sun is your ruler. Love it. All right, let's do a few more of these. Who had said that you often don't feel like your sun sign? Right above Jaybird. Love. You often don't feel like your sun sign. It's probably because what you might be feeling is more of your moon sign. But there's a lot of other factors to that as well, too. The other thing, too, sometimes there is a theory that we choose, us being here is by no accident. When we show up, there's a very deliberate purpose for your existence, right here, right now, as you and your physical body, in your physical environment, with the parents that you have, with the family that you've chosen, on a spirit level, and with a life path, the easy things and the challenging things. So sometimes some of these signs that we step into are from a place of learning. So I've always found that whenever we can give ourselves grace to learn lessons from a variety of perspectives, it begins to reignite and open a different side of who we are individually and thusly within the collective. So sometimes some of these signs don't always feel 100% correct to us because we're moving into them in a different way. And remember, astrology, the study of the stars, and esoteric science, it's been around thousands of years. This is not about New York Times Zodiac reading your horoscope for the day. This is understanding the path of influence that directly impacts your life. It's a little mini map of sorts. It doesn't mean it chooses your direction. You get to do that. It's just a nice, helpful guide to say, oh, I could really step into this vibration, or, I could really let go of this. So what I'd like to do, Andrea, you're a Scorpio. I love it. Thank you for sharing all. Lisa, you just joined. You missed the Aries summary. So Aries are our natural born leaders. Number 1 in the Zodiac, first sign. You get the party started. You kick things off. People follow you. And you make it happen. So let's go ahead. That's actually a perfect segue. Let's kick this party off with our Aries. So, yeah, Ginger, see, Ginger's talking about, just real quick, she's talking about a Virgo in Western astrology and a Leo in Vedic, absolutely. So Vedic astrology really, they really connect more to your rising sign. And the way the charts are calculated, you'll have slightly different signs. So my rising sign, which is what I'm considered in Vedic astrology, is Aries. So moving it all the way back around, right? So Vedic astrology has more of a very different approach to how they use this esoteric science, which we can talk more about some other time. But what I'd like for you to do now, we're already realigned, we're already getting retuned into this space. Let's see if we can't bring some purpose into the sounds, the resonance today. So what I'd like for you to do on the screen is just begin based on your sign and the planet that connects to your sign. Drop down into that bottom portion where it talks about Mars, the planet of passion, Jupiter, the planet of luck, Sun, the planet of self. And let's use each of the planetaries' theme, rulership, ownership, influence, as your basis of release and receiving today. Does that sound like a plan? So having that in front of you, begin to notice in your body any areas of constriction, any places that feel heavy, burdened, held down, perhaps not flowing as easily as you would like for them to. Gently shift your attention to these areas. I see some of your minds flitting about. That's okay. Let's begin to use that attention even more deliberately, slowing any transition that you may make from one part of your body, whether physical or energetic, to another. Let's make this witnessing, this observing, very deliberate. Now, good. Now you may see lots of little areas, or just a few, aligned today. What I'd like for you to do right now is to gently step back and see all the places in your system that could be more aligned. You don't need specifics, you don't need the story. You just need to observe. Good. Now, set the intention that you will be able to sense, see, hear, experience in some way all of the places that are lacking flow, that directly connect to the aspect of your ruling planet. So for instance, for our Cancerian friends connected to the moon, you may see places connected to emotions that are not flowing as freely for you. Libra, Taurus, connected to Venus, you may see places where love, either love for yourself, love for others, or money. It's just money as the sustaining element of our world. Maybe isn't flowing as freely as you'd like for it to. Follow this pattern based on your ruling planet and witness these places that you would like and you're ready to bring into better alignment. Write your destiny here and bring in that vibration. In the element of clarity. Sometimes we don't know with our mind what it is that we need. Clarity will help us become more clear in how we shape our destiny. So bring in clarity, and if it feels good, bring in an element of faith, of being able to say, universe, this is the direction that I'd like to head. Show me the best way. Let's do it. And as you were bringing these places into alignment with clarity, with faith, with certainty, I invite you now, let's just gently step back out and observe ourselves once more. I see that there were some of you, many of you, who we worked only a certain key elements in which you're ready to let go. You have more things you'd like to let go of. Let's do that right now. Just release everything that doesn't serve. that you'd like to welcome its vibration. Bringing our attention now towards our solar plexus, our third chakra, the Manipura chakra, bringing in a gorgeous yellow, golden, like this color of the sun. This is a place of fire. This chakra connects to literally the fire within our physical systems. Stitching into this area the concepts of desire, will, intention, and destiny. Desire, will, intention, destiny. Fire, this yellow color, to float anywhere else in your physical space that you sense would be of benefit to you. Allowing it to move, shift, heal, transform. Good. Shifting your focus now towards your navel. Your second chakra, the Svadhisthana chakra, bringing in a beautiful orange color. Could be a vibrant spring orange, could be an autumn orange, sienna, whatever color feels good to you of orange today. This is our seed of creativity, of creation into the world. Our sexual centers. Connecting with purity, nourishment, charm, merging. All very Venusian qualities. Purity, nourishment, charm, merging. Purity, nourishment, charm, merging. Allow this nourishing orange color to float, drift, move, deliberately go anywhere else in your body that would benefit from this extra alignment. Good. Just allow. Shifting our attention down to the base of our spine. To your sacral area, that first chakra, the Muladhara chakra, bringing in a beautiful red. Find your red. Lots of red. I might suggest you finding a red that has much strength. Good. Good. Yes. Bringing in this red, allowing it to flow throughout your space and taking with it flexibility, transformation, coherence, and stability. Flexibility, transformation, coherence, stability. Allowing this stability to flow any and everywhere else in your system that will bring you into better alignment. Taking our attention upward now into the area of our throat, the fifth chakra, the Vishuddha chakra, bringing in a sky blue, perhaps a topaz blue for you today. Connecting with creativity, affluence, abundance, and discernment. Creativity, affluence, abundance, and discernment. Creativity, affluence, abundance, and discernment. Shifting our attention up now, between our two eyes, into our third eye, the very center core part of your brain, the pineal, that area. Bringing in the color of an indigo midnight sky, space, the color of space. Hear this seed of intuition. There we go. Where we know that we know that we know is undergirded with integration, truth, unboundedness, knowingness, integration, truth, unboundedness, knowingness, integration, truth, unboundedness, knowingness. Then allowing your attention to shift all the way to the top of your head, your crown, your seventh chakra, your Sahasrara chakra. Stitching in infinity, immortality, holiness, enlightenment. Infinity, immortality, holiness, enlightenment. Align with infinity. Align with immortality. Align with holiness. Align with enlightenment. Notice if your spine is erect. See how erect you can help your physical body be in this moment. Feeling the connection from the crown of our head to the base of our spine. The base of our spine, our first chakra, directly under our second chakra, directly under our third, directly under the fourth, your heart chakra, directly under the fifth, straight up into the fourth, the sixth, all the way up into the seventh, the top of your head, feeling this connection to all. You can feel the infinity. It keeps going. It doesn't stop. You are infinite. You are connected to all. Taking a deep breath in, hold it in. Then gently sigh it out. Good. Take another deep inhale in. Hold at the top for 3, 2, 1. Let it go. One last deep inhale in and hold. Keep holding. Hold a little longer. Now allow life to return. Good. See, when we align our physical bodies with all that is, we remember our limitless nature. When we realign, we remember the infinite space in which we exist, in which we move, which we have our being. So we can live with purpose, engaged, joyous, serving, giving, loving ourselves and others. Okay, let's just begin to gently come back. Wiggle your fingers and your nose and your toes. Oh, Raji. Our sweet kitty. He loves to speak. Whenever good things, powerful things are happening with the bowls, he always comes, and because he can't see, all of his other senses are heightened, I believe. And he reflects back what's happening in here, even though he's way down the hall in his own little room, his apartment, his house. How do you feel? Tell me in the chat, I'd love to know. While you're sharing that, I'll share with you what the bowls were sharing today. There was a lot of energy that was happening. The bowls were very, very engaged. You were very, very engaged. You could feel that, the electricity in the air. One of the things that's interesting is that from an astrological standpoint, when we connect to these specific planets, most of that connection is actually happening in our lower chakras. And that makes sense because there's an element of density, matter, that comes into play. It's a makeup of who we are. There's a direct correlation with the fire in your belly, Aries, all of our fire planets, our water planets, the earth, the air elements. They all are sitting in our first through fourth chakra. So there was a lot of activity happening in the different chakras, especially the second today. That idea of this place where is a little bit more of a watery element, where we need that merging, this nourishing environment for things to grow, for things to propagate. So there's a lot of stuff, energy moving, happening here in the second chakra. We had a good amount of fire. Fire is not hard for this group. And so, that was really sounding beautifully today. There really is a lot of good release opportunity. And I think that's because this is where most of us carry stuff. Sometimes it is very difficult for us to be rooted fully. A lot of times this C that connects us to our grounding, our rooting, our first chakra, doesn't always like to speak presently, and until certain key points. In retrospect, I think that probably has a lot to do with the fact that we're putting our attention in other places that we want to create flow. We want to get our attention out there as opposed to being right here, right now in your physical body. We usually don't do that until the end, right? And that's why we tend to end here, because we want to bring that energy back where it's accessible in the densest part of your experience in your body. So that was kind of interesting to note. The upper chakras, interestingly enough, they tend to connect more towards our outer planets like Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. In Vedic astrology, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto don't really show up in their calculations. They have a different set of calculations. It's a long story, but basically the Uranus, Pluto, and Neptune, in Vedic astrology, they very much connect to the triple Godhead. They connect to this idea of creation, maintenance, and destruction. So, maintenance, Brahma, the creator, connecting with, I can't believe I have so much in my brain right now. I think it's Neptune. No, it's Uranus. Okay, wait, it's Uranus. Thank you. Oh, Charlene. Vishnu, the maintenance, connecting with Neptune, and then, of course, Shiva connecting with Pluto. And these three planets, even in tropical or Western astrology, because they sit so far out, they have a kind of a different effect. We think of these effects happening more of a lifetime as opposed to a daily effect, because they're sitting pretty far out. So it takes, their pull takes a lot longer on our physical systems here on Earth. And so whenever we were really connecting with these bowls, there was a very different vibration in the air. The air felt differently here. And we really stayed with that seventh chakra. And it was interesting too, it became so profound for me of whenever we move up, and we all feel it, whether you're a classical musician or not. Feels like you're missing something, right? Like you really want that last note. I'm not going to give it to you yet. So the way this pattern is set up in nature and in our physical systems, this note connecting to our seventh chakra, the idea of infinity, it just keeps going. It keeps going. And there will never be resolution until creation starts again. Isn't that fascinating? So there you have it. Those were the big takeaways from the bowls today. So I'd love to hear how you're doing. Oh, goodness. Oh, I love this. T-Lady Nat, you said your twin boys are Libras. I thought you were about to say Geminis, and I thought, oh, wow, that's exciting. Oh, and you're a Gemini. Oh, perfect. Yeah, you do balance each other. That's wonderful. Oh, what a blessing to be so close. I love it. Jeremy, I think there was somebody above that too. I missed. I'm sorry. Lisa. Yeah, Lisa. Yep, we got your Aries summary. Radhika, hi. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm glad you're here. You're a Sagittarius Sun, Gemini Moon, and Capricorn Rising. I love that. Is that in Western astrology, or is that based on your Vedic? That's really cool. Love. Oh, I love all these conversations. Love and Jaybird. Such two great handles. Good morning, Laura. Nice to see you. Radhika, you said you see tablas behind you. I was like, tables? No. Tablas behind you, yeah. Been a while since you played them. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, that was my tablas are over there on the side. That was what I did during COVID. I learned how to play tablas. Decently well. I would not call myself a tabla player. I play the tablas. Very different, I'm a pianist, which is very different than a piano player. So, they're such a beautiful instrument and such a different way to approach the sound. So, a lot of respect to really, really amazing tabla players. Laura, your birthday's January 12th. Super cool. we're just going to we'll have parties in January. There's so many January birthdays. Yep, I'm the 15th and Jeremy's the 6th. Lisa, you're Aries from California, just waking up. I love it. I love it. Well, you came right at the right time to the party. Sarah, you love the way you share your soul. Oh, thank you so much. You shine likeness a big way, and it's lovely to remind myself as I share my heart from that. Oh, that's wonderful, Sarah. Yeah, you know what? It's so, I feel very blessed that I get to reflect back what's in front of me. So you keep shining your light, my friend, and thank you for being here. Thank you for your kind words. We're so glad that you're part of the community. It's such a great place. Oh, such a great place. Alexa, you're a Capricorn rising, and you always see the problem and poke about it. Yeah, it's pragmatism. There's something about being able to say, there's the hole. We either need to step around it, we need to fill it, or we need to go a different way. Or there's an infinite number of other options, right? So it's a good thing. I like being Cap. Tony, you're Aquarius. That's so cool. Oh, I love it. I love it. No, you didn't miss anything, my friend. Thank you for being here. We were just talking at the very beginning about the different qualities that come through with our sun sign. Remember, the sun sign is what we show the world. Our rising sign is that is the expression of ourself within the world. Our moon sign is that our inner landscape, how we feel. So, no, you missed absolutely nothing. Thanks for being here. Dorothy. Leos often have amazing hair. It's true. It's very, very true. You're so right. They do. Tea Lady, Nat. Oh, and conversations. Love it, love it, love it. City, that was beautiful, Charlene. Thank you, thank you. You feel soul connected. Yes, yes. You see, it's that alignment that we're searching for, that we're sitting in. Sometimes we search for something that we're already in. We just have to remember, oh, right, yeah. Oh, I'm there. I think that's so often what these beautiful, wise, ascended masters, people who really have it going on, or had it going on, they still have it going on, depending on how you look at it, what they really connected to, that truth, that just, you are divine. You're told that you're not. That's a lie. How do you control divinity? Convince that it's not. It's interesting, right? So, Sarah, you can hear Raja. Yeah, it's beautiful singing. His daddy might not agree, but he's a very vocal boy. He loves to be connected, and he's a very loving gentleman. He's so, so sweet. We're so blessed he found us. Brenda, you came late but wanted to say, I love my outfit. I love my cosmic pants and moon. Yeah, it's not a belt. It is part of the pants. Do. See, look at all the da-da-da. Isn't that crazy? Yes! So much fun. And they're made out of recycled plastic bottles. So there you have it. Good for the environment. Thank you so much. I appreciate your kind words, Brenda. Dorothy, you had deep sleep the last 5 minutes. Ooh, yep. Tightness and heart loosened. Good. Solar plexus activated. Awesome. Awesome. So good. Yeah. Makes me just want to rub my heart for and with you. Yeah. This is a wonderful energy medicine exercise that seems so simple and obvious. But sometimes just rubbing our heart and affirming to ourselves, I'm safe, I'm loved. Even though I feel, fill in the blank, whatever that is. Even though I'm feeling anxiety, even though I'm feeling uncertain or worried or nervous about, I love and accept myself. I love and accept myself. I'm perfect where I am. And where I can be next will be even more perfect. But right now, I am perfect where I am. Yeah, it's a great, great way to just kind of soothe the body in a way that you begin to release some tensions that get held. And try circling. If we circle one direction, it brings energy in. If you circle another, it brings direction out. It's usually based on your system. Sometimes our systems can be reversed. But usually if you're rubbing it in I always think of rubbing it towards the heart from the top towards the heart, because I get the clockwise and counterclockwise mixed up. I'm like, wait, from which direction? If you're rubbing it that way, it soothes the body, it calms the body down. If I rub it backwards, you can feel it begin to bring things up. So you may just want to try that and see how that feels. It's good for all of us. The key is I love and accept myself. Honor and respect myself. I love and accept myself. Honor and respect myself. We all need that, right? That's a perfect place for the heart. Thank you for bringing that up. That's so wonderful. Glad you're feeling better and activated. Get 'em, girl. Go bake some cakes. Just kidding. Julia, you feel energized. Thank you for sharing your wonderful gifts with us. It's my pleasure. I'm so glad you feel energized. Yeah, we really connected in, just like what Dorothy was saying, connecting into this third chakra. When we let go of the heaviness, when you drop the baggage, it's a lot easier to run faster. Our system begins to flow more fluidly, more freely. The alignment actually creates flow. Going back to the album release, the Aligned Planetary Mantra and Gong Shower that's happening right now. I'm so excited. That's the impetus for it. It's all about connecting to flow, aligning to the flow. The flow not only in the immediate world around us, but aligning, as you know, with the world at large and the greater world, the universe, in which we get to move in, move through, and impact. So, yeah, I love that. That makes sense. Brenda, you had a Vedic astrology reading once. Yeah, you've recently learned about sidereal astrology. Yep, very fascinating. There's a lot of different ways to approach the truth. I like my mom used to always give this example. She is a brilliant business mind. She was an international businesswoman, and she would hold up her hand and she'd be like, "Can you describe my ring to me?" And you would describe the ring, and I'd be like, "That's not what it looks like." And of course, then she'd flip her hand and oh, well, yeah, of course, that's different than that. But it's the same ring, right? And we still have all these different sides floating around that we're able to view the totality of what this is. But we're just looking at it from different sides. So astrology, any of the sciences too, they all look at things from a different perspective. Biology scientifically looks at an organism or a structure in a different way than a slightly different way than chemistry does, than a different way than physics does. Don't even get me started on Newtonian physics versus quantum physics. So lots of different ways to view, to observe. And when we view and we're observing, all we're doing is that we're trying to make sense of the limitless by creating definition, limits or boundaries. So this can be helpful for us to connect with in a thinking way, but really alignment is stepping into the feeling way, right? Where there are no boundaries. That's infinity. That's the flow. And we get to live between the two. We get to go back and forth. It's pretty cool. Sarah, amazing journey for me. Oh, good. In one moment, I had to grab my drum and start playing it, and it was magical. That's amazing. I should just give you my tablas. You felt the connection with your ancestors? Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. Side note, we just came out of a time in from the Indian culture, from Hindu culture, of the honoring of the ancestors, which is so important because we are connected on a DNA level, and understanding what's going on in our DNA based on our ancestry it opens a door for permission and freedom. It also honors an aspect of the past that has consisted of all these present moments that brought us to this present moment. So such a cool time. So I love that you connected to your ancestors and you went into other dimensions. Of course you did. I mean, yeah, that's awesome. I love feeling the infinite. Yeah, exactly. It's a great place to get lost. And bring beautiful message and clarity, yeah, whenever you connect to that. So great. My pleasure, my pleasure. I'm so glad you were able to have that experience. And I love how everybody's experience is so unique and perfect for you. Your experience does not have to be Sarah's. Sarah's doesn't have to be Jaybird's. Jaybird's doesn't have to be Michelle's. Michelle's doesn't have to be Victor's. Nathan's. You all have your own unique vibration. Chloe, I can't even begin to imagine how you experienced it. Tell me, I'd love to hear, actually, if you're still here, I'd love to hear, Chloe. Brenda, yeah, you love that. Isn't that beautiful? So profound. Ah, Laura. So we need to create again. So we need to create again. I think that was in relationship to moving up here into this infinite space. So creation happens naturally. Creation is a series of repeated patterns in nature. We can see them visually through fractals. We can see them visually through the repetition of a nautilus. But if you take the nautilus as an example, the nautilus exists as a series of repeated patterns that is one total unit. But think about the nautilus, one nautilus, in an ocean bed of similar nautilus structures. So this is such a, how do we quickly get into a quantum, a quantum response to this? There's a way that when we recognize the repetition of all structures, of the flow around us, that we can define our singular structure within the infinite. So whether we're focusing on our singular structure or the infinite, both exist simultaneously. They have to. It's a function of being in a dualistic world. So there's up and down, black and white, nothing and everything. It's interesting to ponder it from that perspective. It's a little bit of a deeper conversation, but it's a function of how we approach it. So if we're looking at our singular organism right here, right now, which is a great thing to do, it's a perfect thing to do, we need to do it, we're understanding our individuality. If we're looking at it from an infinite perspective, we're saying, oh look, there's her and me, there's my individual perspective, but at the same time, wow, it just keeps going. So I hope that kind of connects to what you were asking. It's again, going back to this idea of being able to provide structure and definition to something that is unstructured without definition. So I pray I did a reasonably decent job at helping us connect to that in a little bit more clear way. Thanks for helping me do that. Jane, you had a fantastic session with the bulls. Yes! Oh, blessings to everyone. Have a beautiful day, Jane. I hope all is well for you. All is well. Laura, it was amazing. I'm so glad it was good for you. Sue, oh, good. Glad it was beautiful for you. Claudia, you were the day before. Love it. So many caps here. January 14th. Love it. Lori, you feel more grounded and calm. It's fantastic. It's what alignment will bring us. Bring us into this very grounded space. Love that. Yeah, such power, Sarah, you were talking about and being in the group. Oh, it's my pleasure to serve with you. Love, thank you. Of course, thank you. Always a great experience here. Thank you for your kind words. Oh, where can you buy? Thank you for asking, love, where you can buy the album. You can actually go anywhere at any of your favorite digital music providers. I think the only one this morning we were still waiting on is actually Apple. Apple and iTunes, but it's on Spotify. Oh, there you go. There you go, right there. So that's actually a website. You just type in lnk.2/aligned planets. And that will give you a list wherever you want to go. If you want to go to Tidal, if you want to go to Deezer, if you want to go to Pandora, if you want to go to YouTube, my fave. If you want to go to Amazon, another one of my faves. Of course, Apple Music, whenever it decides to manifest. Remember, Mercury's still in retrograde. So, thank you so much for asking. And, if you are able, if you want to save this, listen to it, really, if being, listening to the music on either Apple, Spotify, Amazon or YouTube are really helpful for us because they actually help us chart. And charting in New Age is a kind of a thing. And so being able to have as many streams as we can. So share it with your friends if you feel like that this album would be helpful to them. Let's figure out how to get the music to you. There's a lot of ways to experience it. If you have any questions at all, please reach out to me. Just direct message us. We want to connect you with this music. If you're able to purchase it, that's amazing. If you're not able to purchase it and you still want the album and you can't connect to it on what these different platforms for whatever reason, that's totally fine. Direct message me. I'll figure out how to get you the album. I want you to have this music. This music, it has changed my life in very profound ways, and I want the world to have this possibility for whatever that you will experience individually. And I'd love to hear what that experience is. And the cool thing is that there's 11 tracks in here, and the shortest track is 5.5 minutes. The longest track I think is 15.5 minutes. So there's a ton of music. We actually do have CDs that'll be coming because the album's so long. It'll be a double disc set. So I'll let you know when those are out and ready to go. But and you can connect with those either through Amazon or our website. But if you go to our Insight Timers teachers page, you can connect directly to our website. And of course, here on Insight Timer right now, we already have Sun. Hopefully, it should be up by now. That was me knocking on wood. It should be, the Sun track should be up and ready to go. And if you think about the Sun, it connects us to our individual expression in the world. So using that as a source of meditation, of meditative connectedness with the Vedic mantras of Surya Namaskar, we can begin to rebalance and realign within ourselves, within connecting to our individual little beautiful nautilus, exquisite, and couldn't be better, truly divine. So being able to connect in that singular perspective, and then allowing us to, because when we do that, we begin to drift and remember, oh, yeah, we're a part of this. So it's a great track to start with. If you'd like the album and can't access it in any other way, reach out to me, please. Please, please, please. If you can access it however you can, thanks so much for doing so. Please share it with your friends too. That, of course, means the world to me. That's really a huge help to us. So, oh my goodness. City, thank you so much, Charleene. City, thank you so much, City. Have a beautiful day. I appreciate your kindness. Everyone, may you be covered today in grace. May your path unfold with effortless ease. May you always know your place in the cosmos so that you can go beyond the limitations that we sometimes perceive. Releasing these structures, knowing you are divine, you're divinely inspired, and you are divinely guided. May you always be aligned. I love you. I'll see you again on Sunday for the Healing Circle. Be well, my friends. I'll see you soon. Sat Nam.